Hey everybody, I am back with another Isagenix video. I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about when I talk to people about Isagenix and how you can afford it. It's basically when I was talking to someone about Isagenix, the first response I often get to related to the cost of the product, I can't afford it, is the typical reply I receive. I understand this thought completely because I was once there myself. I remember hearing about the product and immediately thinking that it was way out of my budget. When I started to think about that exactly my budget comprised of, I began to understand how I could change my spending. A good part of my budget was spent on going out for drinks, out to eat, and ordering in multiple times a week. I realized that if I cut that out of my life, I can make headway to a healthier lifestyle instead of a self-destructive one. It takes commitment and dedication, but it will change your life for the better. I hope you can give this product a chance.
So we were just talking during your workout about what you were spending. So I'm just going to review the numbers that we talked about. So let's start with breakfast. You said that you were going out for breakfast about twice a week.
Yes.
And it was costing about $15 per time.
Yes.
So that's 15 times 2, that's 30. So there's 4 weeks in a month, so that's about $120 by going out for breakfast. And then you mentioned that in the house you were eating bacon and eggs on the other days, and that was costing you about $40 or $50 total for the month.
Yes.
So just for breakfast alone, you were spending a good $160, $170 between going out for breakfast and breakfast at home.
Yes.
Then for lunch, you mentioned going out 3 times a week. So each time cost about how much going out for lunch? You mentioned $6 for a chicken at the grocery store, or maybe $10, $12 when you go out. So we're figuring if it's 3 times on average, about $10-ish dollars. So that's 30 times 4 again. So that's about 120 going out for lunch. And then home for lunch, that's about the same cost as breakfast. So once again, we have about the same amount of money spent for lunch as we do for breakfast. So now we're a good over $300 for lunch and breakfast.
Yes.
Just your regular meals. So now that you're replacing those 2 meals, you're spending about $170 on Isagenix.
Yes.
So you're spending 50%, half of what you were spending on your grocery bills.
Yes.
So your grocery bills just went down by half.
Yes.
And then dinner, well, you stopped the habit of going out to eat so frequently because that was costing you about $200 a month.
Yes.
Going out to eat with maybe not such great food,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then the drinking, we figured that was on average $40 a night, 1 or 2 times a week. So $40 1 or 2 times a week, figure about $60 a week. So that's another $240, $250 a month that you're no longer spending.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, if you just replace breakfast and lunch, you're saving about $170 a month. And then because you got rid of the habits that might not be the best for your health,
Yes.
like the drinking and the crappy food, that's another $200, $300, $400 a month.
Yes.
So now we can see why it's so powerful using the Isagenix and then having a proper meal at dinner. So a proper meal at dinner, we found a grass-fed, grass-finished rancher here in the DFW area, and that's $5 a pound for a 1 pound packet of the best ground beef you can possibly get.
Yes.
And then a little bit of broccoli. So if you had a half a pound, which is a pretty big meal, half a pound of beef is $2.50, and then a little bit of broccoli is $1 or so. So you can eat a real meal for $3.50 as opposed to the $10 or $15 you were spending just on one meal going out to eat.
Yes.
And that was probably on the low side. Yes. So you can see how much money you're saving, but why don't we finish with the benefits to how you feel in your health?
I feel really great. My acid reflux has completely stopped. So that has been really awesome. Even when we would go out to eat, we would still try to eat as healthy as possible. But even eating the healthy food in the restaurants, we would still feel really bad afterwards. So that was a big surprise as well when we got home and we would cook our own healthy meals. We felt a lot better.
Well, great job, Chance. I wish these results for everybody. Give it a whirl.